How much I call it? Trying to start that. Good morning. The 36th District Court is now in session with their Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, no driving, no wearing of any hand garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material, and you must be properly dressed when a judge asks you to turn on your cameras. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you all on Zoom. Are the parties ready on the Stephen Brown matter?
Yes, I'm ready.
1 second, Mr. Brown. I'm just waiting on your attorney to come out the breakout room. Ms. Hatcher,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Ready on the Stephen Brown matter. People versus Stephen Lionel Brown, ticket number P1296155. Count 1, reckless driving, ticket number SP1396061. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant, P74935. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Stephen Brown.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial. It's now 10:19 a.m. We have no officer. We ask that his matters be dismissed.
Mr. Brown, did you pay the tenant windows ticket that you got at the same time as the reckless driving?
No, ma'am.
You haven't paid it?
No. How much is it? I didn't know I had a ticket. How much is it?
One moment, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to see if I could set it aside and dismiss it beyond the time. It's a little bit further, way further past the time of which I could make that determination. And we'll tell you how much it is. It's $144. So that one won't, and I don't want to leave that one out there making you think that because your matters are being dismissed today, that one is being dismissed. I can't pull it out of default. It's already in default, so you need to pay that $144. However, the court will acknowledge the fact that Officer Perry, I believe it's Officer Perry and Officer Ebram has not checked into the courtroom either virtually or in person. Therefore, both of those matters will be dismissed without prejudice. You just need to pay the $144 that's outstanding on the tenant windows ticket.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
I need you to know that. Go somewhere. You're free to go, sir. Have a good day.
So can I have a quick question?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Because my license was suspended on this matter, so can I go into the Secretary of State and get my license back?
You have to come down and pay the $45 fee, then it should reinstate your license as long as they're not expired.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you.
I'll update it sometime today for you, if you come down today.
All right,
And learn the lesson from the allegedly that you were reckless driving. I hope you learned the lesson from that, because you don't want your license to be taken because you're, driving like a bat out of hell.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Now calling Montez Rodriguez Bybee, ticket number P309759. Count 1, driving while license suspended. Ticket number, please state your appearance for the record.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Shantez Bybee.
Okay, and for the record, would like to read in the second ticket number. It did not go into default. It's on the docket for today, SP 130-97581, one count of 11 to 15 over the speed, posted speed. Today is the date and time set for trial. What's your pleasure, Counselor?
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial. We have no officer present. It is now 10:23 a.m. We ask that all matters be dismissed.
So the court will acknowledge and have verified that Officer Gianni, Gyani, have not checked in either virtually or in person. Therefore, these matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Biden, you are free to go, but make sure that you are keeping, or actually, you still have a suspended license, Mr. Biden?
No, ma'am, my license is reinstated.
Oh, okay, great. You're keeping, make sure you keep those documents in the vehicle with you at all times.
Yes, ma'am. So I don't gotta pay anything or nothing, right? I'm free to go.
There may be a reinstatement fee for something. One moment.
No, well, not for these two cases, no.
No.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so no, you don't have anything to pay. You're free to go.
Thank you, ma'am. Y'all have a great day.
You're welcome, you too.
Yes, ma'am.
The prosecutor in the courtroom by chance?
No.
Okay.
It's fine. In a Bolton. Cause the probation officer, I've been trying to get in touch with him about over an hour. He's not answering.
Oh, the probation officer?
Right, yeah, and it's for a discharge day.
I thought you said Kenneth Bowden wasn't answering.
No, he's here. But put his file to the side until, yeah. It's Kenneth Shorlowski. Remember the guy who came in yesterday? Over Zoom and was explaining? That's the same probation officer.
The one that called and said he was
Yeah,
being mean.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
But the next one should be Anthony, right?
Well, we're gonna
Barbara?
have to wait because it's that other ticket. I need the prosecutor to look over that wasn't on the docket.
Oh, that's right. Okay, the expired place ticket. It's a
Who are we
dismiss.
talking about right now?
Anthony.
This is Barbara.
Oh, I didn't put it in. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
1 second.
So what is the, hold on, let me find Anthony first and then we can discuss it. What's the
It went out. What did you say?
Anthony's last name? What's the last name?
Burgett.
Okay, and the issue is that he has an additional ticket?
Mhm.
Yeah, it wasn't on the
It's
docket.
74,
Mhm.
and it went into default. Are you asking for the default to be set aside?
I am, Your Honor, and for the matter to be dismissed, it's not his vehicle.
But this isn't set for trial for where it's no officer, it's just that he actually doesn't have a vehicle anymore?
It's not his vehicle at all.
And what about his driver's license? Does he have that?
It was valid, yes.
And it was happened in September 2022. I'll call the case and you can do a motion to set it aside.
Okay.
Now calling the people versus Anthony Allen Burgett, ticket number P 1392919, count 1, driver's license expired, count 2, expired plate. Please state your appearance for the record.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Anthony Burgett.
Your Honor, we had a recommendation for dismissal with respect to the expired license. The defendant does have a valid driver's license. We would like to, I would like to do an oral motion to set aside the default with respect to the no registration ticket. We also would like to motion to dismiss that ticket as he is not the owner of that vehicle.
Okay, I'd just like to make one correction. It's expired plate and it's not the no registration, it was expired plate.
My apologies. Again, I don't have a copy of it.
So the court will set aside the default on the expired plate and pursuant to the plea agreement that you already have for the driver's license, and that he now has a valid driver's license. We would dismiss that matter, as well as the expired plate ticket that he no longer, was it his vehicle or?
It was his stepdaughter's vehicle.
Okay. And both matters will be dismissed without prejudice.
You're all set, sir. Have a great day.
All right, thank you so much. God bless you.
Good morning.
Hello.
Are we ready on the F? Wait,
Can
We have a
all this-
dismissal on Bradshaw.
I want to do that one and then I'll do the probation.
That's fine. It's good seeing you.
Oh, Mr. Goss. He's here now, Miss Hatcher. Did you need Mr. Goss?
No, the judge took care of that ticket, so we're good.
Oh, never mind. Okay, okay, thank you. Never mind, we're okay. She said she's okay. We took care of it.
622.
Sure, I don't want to step out.
Who's that? Bradshaw?
That's a registration. Ms. I'm sorry. Ms. Hatcher, does Mr. Bradshaw have registration or proof of insurance?
He did have registration. He only got 2 tickets for no registration.
But he had, well, let's see, we're gonna double check, to make sure that he didn't pay these.
No.
He did not pay them?
Is that the ticket ending in 867? He played the no proof of insurance.
There's a 1671 and 2, and then there's a 8621.
No, he didn't pay the 8621, and he didn't pay the 8672. He paid the no proof of insurance ticket.
He paid the no proof of insurance.
But that one that you saying that's for 8621, we can't pull that out of default. That was 2020.
Which it was, but I'm looking at that. 86.
Yeah, that one's fine. The 100522, yeah, we can pull that.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Hatcher, just so you know,
Mhm.
the ticket number ending in 862, there was another registration violation plate or violation, civil infraction that I can't pull out default because it happened way too long ago.
Oh, and one second,
However,
I mean, control. Does he have a valid license, Ms. Hatcher? Because he has 2 other tickets that's pending as well.
I didn't ask for anything other than what was on the docket sheet. I wasn't aware of any other
Okay.
ticket.
So one of them is registration. You say he does have that, so I
He
just
does
check
have
his
that.
license. Okay,
and what about insurance? Does he have insurance?
I didn't
no,
ask for that.
He paid it, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Only thing on the
So-
only thing I was aware of is 2 no registration tickets.
Okay, so there's another registration plate violation on the same ticket.
Mhm.
And then 167.
He has a valid license.
One, he does,
Mhm.
you wanna pull those 2 as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do all of his matters. He has 2 future court dates for driver's license violations that we do, and he does have valid driver's license. This one, this registration one, there's an additional registration one on the same ticket that we can do.
Okay.
Two driver's license, right?
Just one.
Or
One driver's license and one unregistered, untitled.
These were both for future dates.
Mm-hmm.
Now calling the People versus Stephen Bernard Bradshaw, ticket number P 1403167, count 3, driver unregistered or untitled vehicle. Ticket number P 1204862, count 1, registration and or plate violation that is now in default. Count 2 is driving unregistered untitled vehicle. We are also going to do 2 of the matters that are on a future docket. Ticket number SP 1414013, count 1, driving while license suspended. Count 2, driving unregistered untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record.
Mari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, sir. Mr. Bradshaw, state your name. Take your phone off mute. Take your phone off mute, sir. You have to hit your screen.
I'm sorry, you unmuted again, Mr. Bradshaw. Okay.
State your
Your
name.
name.
Can you hear me now?
State your name, please. State your name.
Stephen Bradshaw.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Bradshaw has provided valid documentation. We ask that all counts be dismissed.
So the court has acknowledged, actually has verified that Mr. Bradshaw does have a valid driver's license, and officer, the court has verified Mr. Bradshaw does have valid car registration, therefore these matters will be dismissed without prejudice. The court is also going to, did you motion to set aside the registration default ticket?
Motion to set aside the registration default ticket, Your Honor, and also for that matter to be dismissed due to valid documentation.
Okay, so the court will set aside that default and dismiss that one as well as all other counts. Will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bradshaw, make sure you're keeping these documents in the vehicle with you at all times, sir. You are free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Moment, I'm gonna do a probation violation. And we'll continue with your matters.
This the discharge or this is someone in person?
Discharge, well, it's a discharge.
Okay.
Now calling the people versus Kenneth Edward Bolton the second, ticket number Z 8084651.
That's it.
One kind of driving, operating while intoxicated, high BAC. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the officer.
Judge, my name is Ken Sciotti. I am the assigned probation officer on this matter.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Kenneth Bolton.
Today is the date and time set for a probation discharge.
Judge, that's correct. And the probation department is satisfied at this time. The defendant has shown significant progress in terms of compliance. We're satisfied. He was in an inpatient treatment center. He has completed the alcohol highway safety. In fact, he has done all the conditions required by the court. He's paid all his monies in full. This has been quite a turnaround for this defendant, and the probation department's proud of him. We would like to discharge him at this time.
That's really
We have
good,
no
Mr.
objections to a discharge, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm sure you don't. Mr. Bolton, do you have anything you'd like to say?
I didn't hear that.
Do you have anything that you would like to say?
Well, I thank the Lord for all you guys because y'all got me back on track.
We're glad that that they were able to get you back on track too, because we could be saving your life or somebody else's life. So let this be a learning lesson to you. However, the court will adopt the recommendation from probation and discharge you from probation today. You are free to go, and good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you have a copy of it, Judge? I submitted it on May 9th. He did it.
Yeah.
But I did a thorough investigation on this guy in terms of his Secretary of State record, and that really covered my track. So he's done a wonderful job.
Okay. I'll sign.
Okay.
You want me to sign this one?
Yeah, that'd be good enough. You can, yeah, that's fine. I got a copy for my records.
You want us to make a copy of the sign one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Maybe mail one to the defendant.
And then one second, Ms. Hatcher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's referred.
Thank you,
Okay.
I appreciate it,
Okay.
thank you. Now calling the people versus Janita Michelle Burks, ticket number P 1397382, one count of disobeyed lawful order of a police officer, ticket number P 1397370.
She's still, Your Honor, she's in the waiting room and she wants to go to trial, so that's not ready.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Oh, wait, this is set for trial?
Mhm.
It's
Oh,
set for
okay.
trial, but
and she wants to do the trial, she wants to hold the trial,
that's what she
and
said.
Officer Turner is here.
Okay, yeah.
No worries.
Did you want me to call Ms. Hatcher for someone else, or did you already call it already?
I haven't called her yet. Let's try to get a
I
couple.
can since you. Okay, I'm about to say I can for you if you need me to. I didn't know what time you had to leave.
Yeah, I
So
have
you
like
won't
about-
be able to do the trial is what you guys are saying?
Probably not.
depends on what time we get done with the docket.
Okay. Are you gonna call?
She told me to wait.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, to
Okay.
call someone.
All right,
Because
so are we ready?
I need to talk back to her after I spoke to the prosecutor. If you want me to talk to her now, I thought we were trying to get some people out of here, so it's up to you.
You could have talked to her while I was talking to probation, but I'm ready to call the next case. Are we ready on Lamika Baskin?
She left.
All right, are we ready on,
Everybody that's in the courtroom now is ready. So I'm not sure if you can see Banford, Barber, Broadus, Bond.
So it was some people that I had for already, the files I had ready, but it looks like they're gone. Okay.
they just left?
Unless she must have gave them new dates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I sent you did you get all the list of the trials? If everybody's gone, they have a trial date. If they're
Okay.
gone.
Okay, yeah,
So
I see.
I'm ready on Bond. If you can turn your camera on and pronounce your first name for me, Ms. Bond.
Can you hear me?
I can now, yeah.
Okay, good. Good morning.
Good
Darabont.
morning. Thank you. Calling the people versus Dara Michelle Bond, ticket number P 1405798, count one, discharge of firearm. Please state your appearance for the record.
Amari Hatcher, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record.
Darabont.
Your Honor, we do have a recommendation for a plea. Ms. Bond will plead guilty under a 6-month delayed sentence, and she does want to avail herself of that offer.
Probably more status.
All right, 6-month delay sentence.
That is correct.
Appears that there are 4 matters that are in warrant status.
For him.
She has SP 112-81151, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, ticket number SP 751462, count 1, improper plate, count 2, unregistered untitled vehicle, count 3, operating without a license. All of which are in default.
Warrant status. Warrant status.
Warrant status, I'm sorry, thank you. They are all in warrant status. Ms. Hatcher, what's your pleasure on those?
Didn't know anything about them till just now, so we'll ask the court to set aside the warrants. I don't know how she wants to proceed because I didn't discuss it with her.
So I'm
I
gonna
only
set
discussed the
this back.
tickets on the docket sheet.
I
So
thought that
first-
case was dismissed.
I'm sorry?
I thought the case with the 3 tickets as far as driving with no license and no insurance, I thought that was dismissed.
You did, that was a
Years
ticket
ago.
back in 2013, so you had
Yes,
a couple
years
of
ago.
tickets. Yeah, those were dismissed, but you have some other ones that's from 2017 and 2020 that has not been heard. Or you didn't go in front of a judge for.
Okay. I didn't know about those. I'm sorry.
So I can speak to you about it and talk to the prosecutor, or you can have them set for a trial date if you want to come back. It's up to you, ma'am.
Yeah, I
So-
would just like to deal with this first and, because I already have a lot going on.
Okay.
No. I need to make sure that these matters are all resolved. So what we're gonna do is, I'm going to set aside the warrants and set all the matters for trial on 7/14/23. We should be able to work out a global plea agreement on that day. That will include the charges that just got set aside, the warrants that were set aside.
Okay.
Wait one sec. You hold on, Ms. Vine, stay here, but I'm gonna go ahead and call the next case. But I see if I can get a global offer for you now.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Hatch,
Yes, what'd you say? It's muted.
I know, one more.
Oh,
We have an offer for Ms. Vine,
Okay.
and you can take her in the breakout room later if you want, after we do the other matters that are on the screen, but she can still plead to the firearm with a 6-month delay. She can plead to allowing an unlicensed driver with a 6-month delay, and then dismiss the improper plate, unregistered license, and no license.
is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I get some,
She got to take the gun safety class too.
huh?
The gun safety class too.
And then I believe you already told her that part of her delay sentence for the discharge of the firearm is a gun safety course that she needs to take.
Yes.
Were you aware of that?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So my last question, you're a CPL holder?
Yes.
All right, now recalling the matter of Dara Michelle Bond, lead ticket number P14057988. Please restate your appearance for the record.
Mari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name again for the record.
Dara Bond.
Your Honor, we're back again on the record. As you stated, there were some other matters that were not included on the docket sheet. We do have a plea recommendation with respect to those. She'll be pleading guilty to the firearm offense under a 6-month delayed sentence and guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle, also with a 6-month delayed sentence. And upon no contact with the law, at the end of the 6 months, those tickets will be dismissed as long as all fines and costs are paid.
That is correct, and that's your understanding, Ms. Bond, is that correct?
Yes.
You had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Hatcher in the breakout room. Did she advise you of all your constitutional rights, right to trial, right to jury trial or bench trial, things of that nature?
Yes.
Did you understand those rights?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, I am.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
Put your hand down, turning your attention to October 23rd, 2020. Did you own a 2007 red Dodge vehicle?
Yes. Dodge Nitro. Yes.
Okay. And did you, on that day, did you allow an unlicensed driver to drive your vehicle?
Yes, I did.
And were they driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
If you're aware, were they driving on Gratiot and Gumpson in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was in the car. Yes.
Oh, you're in the car. Thank you, ma'am. All right, satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bond for allowing an unlicensed driver to drive Turning your attention now to March 8th, 2023. Were you at the area of, I don't want to say the address because I'm not sure if it's your personal address, but were you on Beaverland and Keeler Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes,
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, ma'am?
yes, I did.
Had you discharged a firearm?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Are you satisfied, Counselor? Is there anything else?
Satisfied.
Like, the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bond for discharging a firearm. Both of these will be placed on a 6-month delayed sentence, Ms. Bond, as already stated. If you have no further police contact, no further tickets, and you pay the fines that I'm going to assess, these matters will be dismissed, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna give you until December 8th. It's gonna be your return date. I need to find my pen amongst all of this stuff I got going on. You're gonna return on December 8th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. I'm assessing fines and fees for the allowing an unlicensed driver to drive at $190. And the discharging of the firearm, I take a lot more serious, and I will assess a fee of $250 on that one.
Okay.
So it's a total of $440. You need to have those paid by December 8th as well. If you need to, if you prefer to enter into a payment plan, you can do that. I will accept that as a form of payment by December 8th. If you're not able to afford to pay it all by December 8th, just make sure that you come down to the court and enter into a payment agreement before that date. And we'll count that as you actually, it doesn't mean it's paid, but just for my purposes, I'll count that as it's being paid as long as you stick to your payment plan. Okay?
Yes.
All right, is there anything else? Oh, you need to also take the gun safety course. Do you have a pen?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay, write this phone number down. It's the gun intervention program. Its phone number is 313-864-8205. Program director's name. Daryl Rice is the program manager's name, Daryl Rice.
Okay.
Okay, you are all set to go. Do you have any questions?
No, that's all.
And if I did not state on the record, your other matters are dismissed without prejudice. Have a good day, ma'am. You're free to go.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.
We need to.
Good morning, Ms. Poe. Did she leave? Oh, she went to the breakout.
Now calling the People versus Claude David Barber II. Ticket number Z80870111. One count of operating while intoxicated. Please state your appearance for the record.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record. State your
Unmute your
name,
phone,
sir.
Mr. Robert.
Unmute your phone.
It's Claude David Barber III, ma'am, not the second. Can you hear me?
I did. Thank you for the correction. I'm just making sure that it's correct on the record, on the documents and that. And maybe it could have just gotten cut off on here, but we'll double check and make sure that we have it as the third in the register, in the system. Thank you for the correction.
No problem.
Today is the date and time set for pretrial. Counselor?
Your Honor, defendant would like to avail himself of the offer and plead to the amended charge of operating while visibly impaired.
And Mr. Robert, that's your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Please, you had an opportunity to talk to Ms. Hatcher in the breakout room. Did she advise you of your right?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand your right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down. I'm turning your attention to October 30th, 2021. Were you driving in the city of Detroit on that day, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And had you had anything to drink on that day before you got behind the wheel of the vehicle, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You were driving a Ford Taurus, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And would you say that your driving was impaired by the alcohol that you had consumed?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Barber for operating while visibly impaired. It's the amended charge of operating while visibly impaired. Mr. Barber, I am actually not going to sentence you today. I'm going to schedule this for sentencing for July 10th at 8:30. You will be contacted by the Department of Probation to set up a pre-investigation report. If you could, do you know how to use the chat button on the lower, like in the middle of your screen? It's a thing that says chat.
I see it.
Okay, you're gonna receive a chat from my clerk. I need you to respond back with your phone number so that we can have Department of Probation contact you to set that up.
I have his phone. Is that his phone right there inside?
Is what?
Look right there on that paper when I did the. Look at it. Nope, you see where it says NOP? Is it ending in 4768, Mr. Barber?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, so we do have your phone number. You'll be contacted and you'll return here on July 10th at 8:30 for sentencing. Wait, scratch that. I'm so sorry.
No.
Scratch that. We don't have. My courtroom will be closed on July 10th. We'll schedule you for July 17th at 8:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll see you on that day. Good luck, sir. Oh, in the meantime, I'm so sorry. It's conditions, you will have your bond will be continued, $0 bond will be continued. If they did not give you conditions on your bond, you are clearly not to have any police contact, no drinking and driving. Do you even have your license still?
No, I have to get this situated first.
Okay, so then I would strongly advise you to make sure that you're catching Ubers or getting a ride to where you need to be, because if you're caught driving without a license, then that's gonna be a violation of your fine condition, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go, and we'll see you back on July 17th at 8:30.
All right. Now, will the probation officer call me by then?
Yes.
Okay,
They should
Thank
call
you.
you within the next 2 weeks.
okay, thank you.
You're
Have a
welcome.
good day, sir.
Bye.
I don't have any more comments. You got Jada Broadus or Janae Sanford.
I thought those was the ones who were that good. I mixed this stuff all over it. Huh? Who's the other one?
Sanford.
Hold on.
Now calling the people versus Janae Diana Bamford, ticket number SP 131111062, one count no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, driving while unlicensed. Please state your appearance for the record.
Amari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Janae Bamford.
Your Honor, Ms. Bamford would like to avail herself of the offers presented to the court and plead to one count of failure to display. All other matters be dismissed.
Okay, is that your understanding, Ms. Bamford?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have an opportunity to talk to Attorney Hatcher in the breakout room? She advised you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you didn't call the one which one?
No, I did that. And you understood your rights, Ms. Bamford?
Yes, I do.
Did you want to threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No, no.
Are you
No,
pleading
ma'am.
guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
And turn your attention to February 28th, 2022. Were you driving a 2014 Chevy?
Yes.
Were you driving in the area of Sylvester and Maxwell in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes, I did.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No. No, ma'am.
Satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied.
The court is also satisfied and will enter in a guilty plea on the amended charge of failure to display for ticket number ending in 1063 and ticket numbers ending in 1062 as well as 1061 will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Bamford, are you working?
Yes, I am.
So the fines and fees that I'm going to assess in this case is gonna be $220.
Okay.
Are you able to pay that within the next 14 days or do you need longer?
Nope, I'm able to pay in the next 14 days.
Are you certain? Because I can give you a little longer. I'd rather you know that you can pay it. You certain you can pay it?
I promise I can pay
Okay.
it.
All right, so I'm gonna assess a fee of $220. It's gonna be due on June 22nd. If you don't pay it by June 22nd, you do need to appear back here on this same Zoom. As long as it's paid, we never have to see each other again.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a good day.
Can I ask one question, please?
Yeah, yes, you can.
After I make these payments, my intentions is I really plan on going to go get my license. So is there any other fee or anything else? Or am I able to get my license by me having suspended driving without license?
Um,
Yeah, 'cause there's gonna be a waiting period, due to you pleading to the FTD.
ask her if she ever had a license.
Huh?
Ask her if she ever had a license.
Have you ever had a driver's license?
No. No, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. So put her on the way.
Let me see something real quick. What did we just have her complete to? She had originally no insurance. And do you actually, you don't have insurance now either, do you?
No, I don't
We
even
have no
have a
objections, Your
vehicle.
Honor, to her doing it in proper plates if the court will allow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, no, what we'll do is allowing an unlicensed driver to drive on the same ticket that he at least agreed to do a reduced plea on. We'll
Okay.
have her use that to, driver, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, so that way she can get her license back sooner. Would you like to avail yourself of that plea instead of pleading to failure to display? You'll be pleading to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive?
Yes.
Okay.
Only because I am in a union. I'm in a construction union, and right now I'm on I kind of put my school on hold, but I'm just
Okay, ma'am, we
trying to
got
get
it.
everything.
That won't prevent it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the same date and time, I guess, we're just gonna amend the plea. The factual basis will remain the same because it was you that was the unlicensed driver. We won't do that again. So we'll just amend that plea agreement. Madam Court Reporter, instead of pleading to failure to display, the court is going to enter a guilty plea for the amended charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. The fee is still going to be the same. Everything else remains the same.
Okay.
Okay, you're good to go now?
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
All right.
Robert? Yeah, you did that one too.
Four.
Now calling the people versus Jada Junique.
Jada.
Soleil.
That's Jay
Brock,
Unique.
ticket number SP 1438625, count 1, driver's driving while license suspended or revoked. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record.
Mari Hatcher appearing on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name, ma'am.
Jada Brodus.
Your Honor, she would like to avail herself of the offer and plead to
Ms.
failure.
Broder, is this the reason that I'm looking at your ceiling? I'm sorry, Ms. Hatcher. What's the offer?
She would like to avail herself of the offer of failure to display a valid driver's license. All other matters to be dismissed.
Ms. Brodus, you had an opportunity to talk to Ms. Hatcher in the breakout room. Did she advise you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth? I'm sorry, you have to say it again.
Yes.
You can put your hand down, turning your attention to March 8th, 2023. Were you driving a 2016 blue Chrysler?
Yes.
Were you driving in the area of West 7 Mile and Detroit, or West 7 Mile and Evergreen in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you stuck? Is there something wrong, Ms. Brodus?
No, I was just making sure the days was right and where you were saying the location. Nothing's wrong. I'm listening to you.
All right. And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
I don't have a valid driver's license. I have a permit. I showed him my permit.
Were you driving with a licensed driver?
No, I was by myself.
Okay, so then you weren't driving, you weren't driving properly even with the permit, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Legal.
And Your Honor, may I interject? Because if she's trying to obtain her license, same situation with the prior defendant, if we can amend the offer to allowing unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle.
So hers is repeat offender.
Oh, okay. Because if she
Yeah,
has a permit, she's not
You wanna
gonna.
go?
May it please his honorable court, Dante Goss, P 60162, on behalf of the people. Your Honor, can we run her SOS so we can have an idea of what's going on with Ms. Brodus?
Yes, absolutely. Ms. Brodus, are you wearing a head garment based on for religious purposes or for illness?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Is your head garment based on religious purposes?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can take this off. I apologize. I didn't know.
Thank you, ma'am. We're running your Secretary of State record just to see. What's the, he want to print it out because I think he wants to see the type of thing. To see
That's gonna be a lot.
the record is, like what her record's like.
It's gonna be a lot. Okay. Well, no, it's 2 pages. Okay.
Okay.
2 pages?
I think it's on 2.
I can't hear you.
I'm not talking to you. I'm sorry. I was just looking at the camera. Tenisha, are you here? Okay, Ms. Brodus, I'm going to explain what's gonna happen as soon as Ms. Hatcher comes back, or what your options are. But did you, are you aware that you have a no proof of insurance ticket out of St. Clair Shores?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
And
you need to,
she got another one in Centerline too.
okay, in order for you to get your license back, you need to take care of the St. Clair Shores no proof of insurance and the Centerline no proof of insurance. I don't know if out there, if you can take them your proof of insurance on the vehicle in question that day, if they will allow you to, if they would dismiss it, or if you just need to pay it, but you need to try to figure that out in order to get your license. And I'll just have to repeat this again when Ms. Heather comes in, we will, reschedule your matter out for 90 days to allow you time to pay those. Since it's 2 of them, I'm assuming that it's gonna take you a minute to pay those. So I set this matter out for September 8th. If you can come back with your driver's license, we'll dismiss both of these on your ticket for today.
Okay, so you want me to go and give the 2 places my insurance, making a court date, right? So I can get my license?
Yeah, you need to contact the St. Clair Shores court. I don't know the court, the district number, and you need to contact the court in Centerline and let them know that you'd like to take care of your no proof of insurance ticket.
40th district.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
Madam Clerk said it's the 40th district court.
The St. Clair Shores.
That's St. Clair Shores.
In the 37th district court for Centerline.
And 37th district court for Centerline. They share one with Laura.
Yes.
They must share a court because that's for district.
So just Google those so you can get the number for them.
And actually, we don't need to, you don't have to wait for Ms. Hatcher to come back. If you're comfortable with that, if you agree and you're accepting those terms, then you are free to go and you return here on, did I already tell you, September 8th at 8:30?
Okay, I have one more question.
Mhm.
I know when you said at the end, when I was done, I can pay, and what do you mean by pay? Like pay for right now or pay those two once those are done?
What do you mean, once those are done?
Those two tickets you told her to.
Like
she needs to
court
go.
date.
No, she needs.
So what she
Are we
was,
talking about the center line ticket and the tank?
yeah, yeah.
Can I
Once
pay
you,
anything today?
no, you're not doing anything with this court today at all. What
Oh,
we're
okay,
doing
that's what I was
is
just
allowing
talking
you,
about.
so what the prosecutor is doing is allowing you time to get your driver's license, and if you bring your driver's license back, well, you won't bring it back. When I check the Secretary of State's website, when you come back in September, as long as you pay those other two tickets, gone back and gotten your driver's license at the Secretary of State, then we'll dismiss these and you won't owe anything for these.
Oh, okay, I understand that.
But that just means that you have to, count this as a blessing and keep your driver's license up to date so that you don't keep getting yourself in this hole.
Yes, ma'am.
It's time to renew, and don't get them suspended for, frivolous stuff.
Yes.
Okay. You are free to go. So you have your court date, your next court date for me?
September 8th. And would it be at 8:30 as well?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
Ms. Hatcher, I'll explain what we just did, and Ms. Broadus has agreed to go out to Centerline and St. Clair Shores to get two of her insurance matters taken care of. And then she's gonna come back with her driver's license. We're gonna dismiss both of these.
Perfect, thank you. And I
That's
think
right.
we may have resolved the trial. Is everyone in a breakout room?
Yeah, can we close the breakout room? Ms. Broadus, you're free to go.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Wait, don't close the breakout room.
Attorney Hatcher.
Can I speak to you?
Meet me in the breakout room with the officer and the prosecutor.
Okay, I'm headed
All right.
there. Thank you.
Okay, and I'm headed there too. I just want to